Hi, it's July 12th, 2016. Today, Bernie Sanders endorsed Hillary Clinton. Yeah, it's been about 12 hours. I'm calmed down a lot. I was pretty irate earlier, really disappointed. Never, I don't know. For the past month, he's been hinting at it, and like all the pundits have been begging for it, and the mainstream media has just been saying, like, anytime that he would do anything, like, oh well, he's obviously showing that he's going to endorse, and he did. And for the first couple hours, I took it the wrong way. I really did. I was ragging on him, calling him a sellout, and honestly, I don't see anything wrong with having that kind of instant reaction to it, because I mean, think about it. Bernie Sanders, the guy got so many donations from us, so many small donations. We proved that we could fund a revolution, and then he backs the antithesis of the reason that we were giving him the money in the first place. And I understand where he's coming from. I don't agree with him at all. As far as fear Trump. Don't get me wrong. Don't take me for a Trump supporter, but I definitely think Hillary is scarier. Trump's an idiot and a bigot, but I think he would actually do progressives a favor by burying what's left of the GOP. Hillary would do the opposite to us. She would just stagnate and cut out any enthusiasm that we have. I mean, we'll probably have boots on the ground in Syria and Iran, and if Trump gets in there, it's just going to be a giant tidal wave victory in the midterms for us. Just nothing but progressives in the House and Senate. And then in 2020, we can try again with a genuinely progressive candidate again. But when I saw Bernie endorse her earlier today, I couldn't help but think, like, what does he have to gain from this? And I was so mad about it. But I mean, why would he gamble killing this movement? He obviously had to know that there would be a massive disenfranchisement, like that there would be a huge backlash, that people like me and probably you watching this video were going to get irate. He probably anticipated it. I'm gonna bet. So I mean, like, why water down what you already started? And then I started reading, and I guess it's in the Democratic Party's rules that for him to speak on the floor of the convention and take the fight to the convention, the candidate must endorse the presumptive nominee. So I'm not happy about it, but I guess that's why it happened. And then something great happened. I've actually got some audio for you guys. Bernie called all the pledge delegates last night. I think it was around 8:45, and just a couple hours ago, and it was a conference call. It was about a half hour long, but I dug through, found the audio, and I grabbed a little bit of it so that you guys can hear it. It definitely makes me feel a little bit better about what went down today.
But what I think we have got to do short term is come out of the Democratic Convention in Philadelphia as strong as possible.
I see right there, because up until I heard that, I didn't know that he was still going to the convention. The whole contesting it, and still, like, the big question of the day was, he endorsed her, but did he concede? In this audio, he actually states that he has not yet conceded and that he's still a candidate. He admits that it's not going to happen. I mean, seriously, I've supported the guy for over 15 years and then hardcore for the last year. Unless something drastic happens, I don't see anyone except for Hillary being the nominee. But here we got some more of that audio here.
Now, I know that some of you have asked, will there be a roll call vote? And the answer is absolutely. Of course there will be a roll call vote. I think it's imperative that the entire country and the world, for that matter, know what we have accomplished. 1,900 delegates is a large number of delegates.
Absolutely.
And we got them, in every state in this country. So there will be a roll call vote, and we need all of you there to make sure that we get all of the delegates that we want to be counted. Also, it is my understanding that I and some of our other leaders will be speaking before the entire convention.
And that's absolutely why he did what he did today, so that he can be on the floor and fight for even more progressive changes to the platform. We got some more audio.
And I hope that you all will be there to hear us. To my mind, it is absolutely imperative that we address the issue of the role of superdelegates in the Democratic Party. Frankly, what we all saw in just this last election is some 400 delegates were on board Secretary Clinton's campaign 8 months before the first vote was cast and before anybody was even an official candidate.
And before anyone was even an official candidate, the media was already running with Hillary Clinton has scored 8 million superdelegates, and she's already got it wrapped up. And so the narrative was already there. It's really hard to fight back against that kind of bad math because they don't vote until the convention. And, it's very unlikely at this point because most of them are insiders of the party and they're going to toe the line. But the fact that they were already voting for a candidate before the primary even began, it's just a bad look. So,
and that to me sounds pretty dumb. And I think we have got to take a hard look at the superdelegate situation and make some fundamental changes regarding that. It also, to my mind, means that we have to fight the issue of closed Democratic primaries. This takes place in many states around the country. New York State comes to my mind. If you can believe it, in New York State, 3 million people were prevented from participating in the Democratic primary because they had registered as independents. And they would have had to change their registration 6 months or so, I think, before the Democratic primary in New York. That is crazy stuff. And it is simply, I think, an effort to maintain status quo politics in New York and in other states as well. That is an issue that we've got to fight. And if we cannot win it in the Rules Committee, I believe that we should take it to the floor.
So, like I said, this conference call from last night, from a couple hours ago, he articulates exactly what it is that he's still doing, and he is still fighting. It's not like he just all of a sudden is towing the line for Clinton, so I feel a lot better about all that. And then he actually goes on to say exactly what he's going to do at the convention, after the convention.
Happen to delegates in Philadelphia? Well, the answer is we need you there, and we need you to vote for Bernie Sanders for president. And my hope is we can get 1,900 votes on the first ballot. I indicated to you why I endorsed Secretary Clinton at this point, not later. We have worked on some agreements that I think are significant in terms of health care and higher education, and I think we've had real success on the platform, so I did think it was appropriate to support her today.
All right. I get why he did it now. Said it before, but there you have it. That's, in Bernie's own words, exactly what's going to happen from here. So, I mean, I still gotta say, I'm really, really disappointed in a lot of the other voices on YouTube and independent media. Everybody today kind of took this position where they just kind of backed off Hillary and kind of walked back a lot of the harsh things that they've said over the course of the Sanders campaign, where it's like, well, she's a warmonger, but she's not Trump. And then there's the whole like, oh yeah, she takes a lot of money from Wall Street and it's pretty much guaranteed she's going to look out for them instead of workers. And there's the whole TPP thing, but she's not Trump. I'm getting really, really tired of that. Like I said before, Trump is an idiot, bigot, asshole, but he won't be able to get anything done. Like, he doesn't have policies. He has random shit he says every time he's in front of a camera. And when he's questioned about it, he says something different every single time. It just depends on what mood he's in. So there is no Trump, and there is no way that any of his policy will ever make it through. There's no way that Paul Ryan and the establishment GOP would ever let any of his batshit crazy stuff through. So they'll be playing 4 years of damage control and trying not to hemorrhage too much in the midterms, which will be inevitable. So I say give it to Trump. Let him destroy the GOP. And I saw a lot of talk today about Jill Stein. And one good thing that I really want to point out is she's pulling around 7% right now, which means the Green Party's going to get public matching funds, which is great. That's a huge, huge step to having a viable third party. What I would love to see happen, because I know, myself included, I cannot vote for Hillary. I will not vote for Hillary. I think all of us, we should register green. And think about it, 12 million people voted for Bernie. If we could get even a quarter of those people to register green, we can boost that up to 15% nationally, and then Jill Stein will have to be in the debates.